Hey guys, DragonTimer here, and today I'm going to be showing you something that I made fairly recently, just for that I play on, that has the end disabled. So this is just something quick that I made for that server, for more than just that. So yeah, let's get started. So as you can see from the sidebar here, it is the Dragon Timer, and it goes down in minutes, and specifically 4 hours. And what this basically does is, when you put something in here, then you can start the timer. And I put 60 items in here, and that's basically, that's almost exactly a minute. So then it counts down, and once it reaches 0, which I could just do this and set it to 1, so there's 1 minute left. So if I wait here for the last 20 items to go through, then this will activate, and it will show it, as you can see, the last 5 items, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it hit 0. The Ender Dragon has spawned. Obviously, I'm not going to spawn an Ender Dragon right here, so for now it just spawned a Witch. So the way this works is, it will not it will not respawn another Ender Dragon, or in this case the Witch, if the last one wasn't killed. So when this reaches 0, again, then it will not respawn another Ender Dragon, or again in this case a Witch. I'll set it to 1, and I'll be back once it's about to fire again. Okay, so it only needs less than 10 items now, and as you can see, the Witch is still here, 1 minute, and it just fired. As you can see, it didn't respawn the, quote, Ender Dragon, but it did set the timer back to 4 hours, and it'll just keep going until someone kills the Witch, which I'll just do quickly. So I just killed the Witch. Once this reaches 1 again, it will just respawn the Ender Dragon because I killed the last one. So as you can see, it just fires. And another one spawned. The timer's back at 4 hours, and another one spawned. So I could just get rid of those right now. And as you can see, this will keep firing no matter what. I'll just take the items out right now. But yeah, let's get into how to make this. So the first thing you're going to want to make with this is the Etho hopper timer, where there's 2 hoppers, one going into the other with comparators, redstone, sticky pistons, everything. I'll show you how to make that right now. So the way you make this is you place a hopper, put one hopper into the other, and then you shift click to place the other hopper into that, so it's 2 hoppers facing into each other. Then after that, you just place comparators going out from both sides, these blocks here, and then redstone there, sticky piston, and then a redstone block. You put some blocks in here. I'll just put like half a stack of stone in here, and then the hopper timer will activate. In fact, I'll actually just take half of these out. So then, once it gets to the certain amount of items, once all the items go to the other hopper, then it'll switch. Then we'll go to this hopper and it'll switch again. So with the 60 items, an item takes basically the exact same as half a second to go from one hopper to the other at the default random tick speed. If I show you how my random tick speed is 3, that's what it automatically is. And at random tick speed 3, an item takes half a second to go from one hopper to the other. So if you want the time to be 1 minute, then you put 60 items in, because it takes 30 seconds to go from one hopper. It'll switch here. It takes another 30 seconds to go to the other hopper. If I grab a command block real quick, not sandstone, grab a command block and put it right here, as you can see, it would have just activated. Then in 30 seconds, it goes over there, and after 30 seconds, it goes back. That's what it is for there. Okay, the next part of this, once you have the hopper clock running, again, you put 60 items into it, but the next part is to make the scoreboard objectives. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do Scoreboard Objectives, add KillDragon, stat.killEntity, in my case, Witch, but you would make an Ender Dragon. Here you just do Scoreboard Objectives, add DragonTimer, and you make it a dummy objective. Here you add a scoreboard objective called DragonTimerTrack, and it's a dummy objective. Here you do a scoreboard operation command, which is /scoreboard players operation minutes DragonTimer equals @e name equals RespawnTimeTrack DragonTimerTrack. But you don't do this command yet. Before you do this command, you have to do this. You have to summon in an ArmorStand called minutes and an ArmorStand called RespawnTimeTrack. Then you do this, and what that'll do is it'll constantly give the score of RespawnTimeTrack to minutes, which displays it in the sidebar. Over here is just to set the DragonTimer, you set the player of an ArmorStand called RespawnTimeTrack, the score of DragonTimerTrack to 240, which, because this operation is setting the score RespawnTimeTrack has on DragonTimerTrack to minutes on DragonTimer, it just displays it as minutes. Now the next thing here is just something that I did for multiplayer's sake, where it constantly sets the scoreboard on the side to nothing, but it also tests for any players within a 35 block radius of the command block, and if there is a player in a 35 block radius of the command block, then it'll set the sidebar to the DragonTimer. So if there's no one in the radius of it, then the scoreboard doesn't show up, but if someone goes into the radius, the scoreboard pops up. The next line of command blocks here, this is one. So the first thing is /scoreboard players test @e name equals RespawnTimeTrack DragonTimerTrack 0, 0. So what that does is it just sees when the timer hits 0. The next one sets the timer back to 40 minutes or 4 hours once it hits 0. The third command block, /scoreboard players test @e type equals player KillDragon 1 to 1000. So this just sees if the player has killed the Ender Dragon, or again in my case a witch. The next command block sets the score of KillDragon to 0 if the player killed the dragon. So if the player killed the dragon, then it sets the KillDragon score back to 0. Then if it does do that, then it'll summon a witch, or what it would be an Ender Dragon there. Then once it does that, it will set this block here to redstone. I'll show you what that does in a second. And then this just makes sure that it keeps displaying the correct time with the operation command right here going all the time 20 times a second on top of the command line. These command blocks right here, this one just sets the block to air. This one is the title command that says the Ender Dragon, and this one is the subtitle command that says has spawned. And what if both are activated simultaneously, it says the Ender Dragon has spawned. The final command block here is just /scoreboard players remove @e name equals RespawnTimeTrack DragonTimerTrack 1. So every minute this just removes 1 from this score here, and what these do, eventually it hits 0, and if you killed the previous Ender Dragon, then it spawns another one here. It says that it tells the server that the Ender Dragon has spawned, and yeah, that's basically all you need to do this. I will have all of these commands in the description below, and I will also have the IP to the server I am planning on using this on, in the description. It's a server that someone made on the server Minehut, so there will be an IP to Minehut, and then the command to join the server that I'm putting this on. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, see you guys.